Sometimes our KIV youth and I go on down on my motorbike.
Don't come to my house,
Yeah, I have a big basket cater for you. Okay. Good morning once again, everybody, and our guests. Okay. I'd like to ask, how many of us, besides in this room, know about somebody who are single parents? Many of us who are single parents that we know, right? Okay. And how is single parents become single parents? Yeah?
Some by choice.
First is why? Some by divorce, right? Some eventually end up as a widow, okay? Some by adoption. There are people like Rina Heng who can also choose to become single parent.
Patrick think of chance.
So come to think about it, right? Even ourselves, in some point of our life, are we not also a child to a single parent? Think about it, right? Somewhere along our life, one of our parents will pass away, then we end up as a child to a single parent, but it's just that we are adult. But what's the difference between a child and a single parent who are young children? What's the difference? The human being lies on a dependency. Yeah, I mean to say that a child needs to depend, on the parent, becomes a pillar of support. Now imagine if this child, were to lose this pillar of support one day, what will happen to this child? And so the child may end up in somebody's family, may end up as an orphan. So that's why today my presentation is how to maintain the trust for a child, known as single parent trust. Right? Basically, it is a trust. It's set up by a single parent and meant to maintain the children of this single parent. So what we have here, right, as single parents, we understand the difficulties single parents would have to go through. At the same time also, they have to raise the children. Going on, how a single parent protect their children if they are gone. So some people may say that, well, just like a will. I will go in detail later what's the difference between a will and also single parent trust. Right? Okay, this is one of the main difference. Will only takes effect upon death. Right? So this is the will. Right? This is the will, of the testator, the person who has thumbprinted last night. And shortly after that, after her demise, this will become effective. As long as the person is still around, the will still be not effective yet. But what happens if a person upon death? Upon death, the will take effect, the trust can also take effect. Total permanent disability. Can the will take effect? No, but trust can take effect. Likewise also for critical illness and also mental disability. Right, that is where when a person appoints Rockwills as a trustee, the trustee will come into the pay and will act as the trustee appointed. So the solution is to create a single parent trust. Next, what are the advantages of having a single parent trust? Most important is that the peace of mind for financial security or for the children and for the children's future. Single parent trust provides the children can receive the money during their lifetime, right? A person is critically ill or disabled. Right? And also more important is that when the person is no longer around, a guardian needs to be appointed. Under the law, the biological parents will be first guardian. Right? So even when a person is divorced, the couple is divorced, the first is whoever will have the custody will have continue to take care of the child. And if the person passes away, then the biological surviving parent will become the lawful guardian. And if only both of them no longer around, then they will appoint the guardian. Even though the guardian is appointed, are we not supposed to pay the guardian as well? The monthly allowances, expenses for the guardian. At the same time also, under this single parent trust, the person can distribute the assets according to his wishes, can customize it as well. There are situations where when the trust is created, the children may still be very young, maybe 3-year-old or 5-year-old. But after 5 years, 10 years, right, the children have grown up. There is a need also to restructure the trust. Why? Because the needs are different, to meet the demand for these children. This is the important thing where you can actually set up the insurance as a funding mechanism, okay, for this single parent trust. As you can see that funding is the utmost important in this mechanism because end of the day, right, they need money to come in, okay, and money to bear all these expenses, maintenance, the children education, and also medical expenses. So with all this in mind, there must be some sort of funding. So one of the most effective tools is the life insurance policy, right? So those of you in the life insurance industry or in the insurance industry, you will find that this is one of the most powerful tools. Yeah. Second thing is also that you may have some house, you may hold on trust, where the house will generate income, rental income, or even commercial lots. This rental income will be able to use to finance the maintenance of the children, and also of course cash in the bank, and also listed shares, right? And another addition is to unit trust. These are not exhaustive, right? There could be other things we can use it to fund the trust as well. Yes, this is the most difference you can find, okay, is the speed of the distribution. Meaning to say the will, okay, upon the will is probated, it takes about 1 year. But during 1 year, how are the children going to survive? Okay, so they need to have funding during this period. As far as trust concerned, it is something which is immediate. If insurance payment within 30 days, the person may be able to receive the funding already. Right? There could be other funding which they can also immediately be activated, and this money can be released immediately to the beneficiaries. And at the same time, of course, because it is being managed by a trustee, a corporate trustee, a licensed trustee, then he will carry out the intention according to the trust deed. Right? So therefore, a person will have a peace of mind. Okay, how will a person create this trust? Okay, basically it's a combination of two important documents. One is known as the trust deed, stating the terms and of the distribution. That is where you will take all the whatever ways you want to distribute all this money, okay, and how long you want to distribute it, how much you want to give to the beneficiary, how much you want to give to the allowance for the guardian, and also how much you want to give to other people. Some people may even choose to go to charity, right? There are the churches, temple, or some charitable organization. The person can also contribute to this on perpetual basis. So with that, right, this is under the trust deed, stipulated all the terms and conditions. Then you have the power of attorney. The power of attorney basically empower Rockwills trustee to carry out the intention of the person who set up this trust, known as the tax law. Right? So the combination of this, you have the single parent trust. Okay, this is how the structure goes. You have single parent trust where the single parent, he or she becomes the tax law. Okay? Why is it called tax law? Because he's the person who set up the trust law, tax law. Yeah, so this is how the thing comes from, tax law. Right? So then he got and he also appointed himself as the main trustee. So being a main trustee, right, he set up the trustee, and at the same time also he will also execute a power of attorney, appointing Rockwills trustee as main trustee. In the event, the trigger events happen, I mentioned just now, death, critical illness, disability, mental unsound, then the Rockwills trustee will come in. And with that, Rockwills trustee will carry out the intention according to what I mentioned inside the trustee, and this will benefit the beneficiary. What are the target market? Only single parents. Regardless of how they come about, okay, only single parents is designed for this purpose. Conversation started. After divorce, who has the custody of the child? So this is something which we find very interesting. Then second thing also, when a mother becomes a widow, it must be tough to raise the child. So we can trigger this kind of conversation with your prospect, then you will be able to continue from there. What about faces to listen for? The mother has just divorced, right? And also she has just become a widow. So to conclude, when there's a will, there's a way. When there's a trust, you can trust DC all the way.
That means, you see, if let's say, just now you mentioned the guardian, right? When you want to appoint a guardian, if the biological parent, one of the biological parents around, you cannot appoint a guardian.
Yeah, the guardian will not be able to come in
Unless both
unless
parents
both
are no longer around.
Or unless there is some court order prohibiting the biological parents to become the guardian. So that could be some exceptional reason. Yes, Richard.
With the funds available for the insurance claim,
Yeah.
will the trust undertake to sort of invest this money for the children?
Yes, the money pay out from the insurance company will pay out to the trustee company. So the trustee company, as per the instructions mentioned inside the trustee, will distribute accordingly. So mainly these are the three things which is needed: is the education funding, is the maintenance of the child, and also the medical expenses. And there are also some liberty given to the trustee to exercise their discretion. One point I want to add is that sometimes there are persons who want to also give the trustee the power to invest. Because, for example, the payout from the insurance money may come up to 1 million or 2 million. So at that material time, maybe the child, some may even want to go for more aggressive one in equity. So all these kind of instructions, they actually mention inside. Like in Hokkien say, it's very flexible. You want to do like cha, jian, all also can. So it's very flexible kind, as long as complies with the law.
This trust they're talking about, it works with people who have got money, right? Not right. And what's the difference basically with trust and insurance? You were mentioning that about permanent disability or critical illness,
yes.
But if they already have that kind of insurance, how will this help further?
Alright, yeah, good question, Mr. Axel.